New comic book day! You ever wonder why new comic books hit the shelves every Wednesday? Why not Friday? Why not Monday? It's not random, and it's all thanks to a radical change of how comic books were sold in the 1970s. And today, we're gonna dive deep on the origin of New Comic Book Day and how the digital market revolutionized the industry. So to all my comic fans, all my comic collectors, all my comic professionals, I'm EQ. This is True Believer Comics. Let's go. Whether you're a Marvel zombie, a DC diehard, or an Image comic fan, most likely New Comic Book Day or hashtag NCBD has been a part of your life for as long as you can remember. But it wasn't always like that. Comic books used to be delivered to your local newsstand, not your LCS. And not always in one piece. So back in the gold and silver ages of comic books, roughly from the 1930s to the 1960s, comic books were distributed like magazines. You would find them in supermarkets, drugstores, and newsstands. These were considered disposable entertainment, and they were sold under an independent distribution model. But EQ, what does that mean? It basically means that retailers could return their unsold copies for a refund. So the publishers would take on a lot of the risk. But it also came with inconsistent deliveries, damaged books, and missing issues. But by the early 70s, newsstand sales were collapsing. But here comes Phil Schilling, a comic book retailer that changed the game in 1972. He brokered a deal between Marvel, DC, and other publishers to buy directly, non-refundable, but at a bigger discount. That move created the direct market distribution system and gave birth and rise to the specialty comic book shop. These shops could order what they want, use the unsold comic books as their back issue stock, and also finally deliver almost near mint condition book to serious collectors. Back early on, comics used to arrive on different days, like Wednesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Fridays. But in the 90s, major comic distributors, Diamond Comics and Capital Cities, made the official drop day Wednesday to boost midweek sales. So by the mid-90s, Diamond Comic Distributors absorbed most of their competition, and with that control, officially made Wednesday the drop day for most publishers. That move solidified New Comic Book Day as a weekly ritual for the comic book community. So now we all rush into our local LCS and try to pick up our favorite title, story, or character. It's here to stay. But there was this one time in 2020 where the comic book world was shaken. COVID shut down distribution, and DC cut ties with Diamond Distribution and started their own distribution system that made a new release day on Tuesdays. And what that move did is split New Comic Book Day in half. So now you had to go 2 times a week in order to stay current on DC and on your Marvel comics. Then in February 2024, DC reversed courses. After hearing feedback from the retailers and also from the readers, they went back to new release day on Wednesday, and just like that, New Comic Book Day was unified once again. So here we are today. New Comic Book Day is not just a marketing strategy. It is a celebration of fandom, storytelling, and the ever-growing comic book community. So whether you're picking up variants, whether you're speculating on a first appearance, or just picking up your pull list, Wednesdays are sacred. So comic book family, drop a comment right now on your earliest memory of New Comic Book Day, and what do you have in your pull list right now at your LCS? And if you want to see what I pick up every single week for New Comic Book Day, you can follow me on most social media platforms, same handle, True Believer Comics, where we all do, all of us comic book content creators, New Comic Book Day, and we can go through the books that I pick up every single week. And while I got you here, make sure on this video, you like, you subscribe, you hit that little bell notification thing. I'm going to be bringing you a new video, same bat time, same bat channel, every single Wednesday, new comic book day. But on here, it's True Believer posting a video day. So as always, love, peace, wisdom, and strength.